Hello everyone, welcome to KCBD News Channel 11. This is a tour of our studios, our newsroom. We'll also take a look at the behind the scenes, how we do all of our newscasts. This is our main hallway, but we're going to head into this room right now. We're going to show you our newsroom where everyone is working hard preparing some of the stories for today's newscast. Our sports department in there, and Karen and Abner's office in here. Well, this is our main newsroom. We have some of our reporters working hard on news stories right now. And this is where they prepare all of our newscasts. We have producers that are working on stories for every newscast we'll have later this afternoon, as well as some of our reporters who are working on some of the main stories for later on. So you can see it kind of connects to our main studio. So we'll head out here. This is where everything that you see on television takes place. This set right here on the very edge is the morning show. Or interviews, actually. They do interviews and some health-wise segments with Karen McKay. And you can see this is our new studio that we've put in here in 2011. And our main anchor desk is right here. This is where Karen and Abner and Pete would be sitting. John Robinson doing the weather and the newscast. Everything happens right here. We have new cameras. These are HD cameras, 3 of them. Some of them are on the sports guys and others on the anchors. And you can see over here is the weather wall. So we'll show you that too in just a minute. Now this is our forecast, our KCBD First Alert Forecast Center. And you can see here that there are tons of computers that we use on a daily basis. The main one is the Super Doppler HD3. We have this monitor here. You can kind of watch it here. And then we can operate it on a control pad. And so if we want to zoom in, right now there's no rain showing up within our viewing area. We can zoom in, pick out your town, zoom into Lubbock. Gets down eventually to the point where you can see streets. There's the Texas Tech campus. And everybody likes to see this. This is Jones AT&T Stadium. You can zoom right in, get up close and personal. So the Super Doppler HD3 uses excellent mapping capabilities, and if we had rain out there, we'd show you some of that. We can actually identify some of the streets on there that we use if we had thunderstorms, tell us the precipitation rates that we have, the rainfall rates that we have. So we use this almost all the time. We can even put streets. There's 10th Street. Put Avenue W, all by clicking on the map. So if we have an actual storm that's producing hail, we can give you an exact idea of where that is taking place. So the Super Doppler HD3 is used quite a bit when we have weather, and on this particular day we don't. So over here, we have tons of computers. Most of our computer models will come off of this computer right here. And what we'll do when we come in every day, the first thing I do is open up the internet, and I'll start looking for some of our computer models. And there's a code. So we get for Lubbock, I'll pull up Lubbock's computer models for today. And you can see that it gives us one model, 46 the low, 76 the high. These are just estimates. They're taken from weather balloons. And another model here, we have a difference in them today, 44 for a low and 86 for the high. Some days we have 10-degree spreads in temperatures, like this one, going 76, the other one 86. And we have to use our best judgment in there. This is our long-range model, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Goes out about 10 to 14 days. Shows very little in the way of rainfall, but maybe Wednesday and Thursday on this date. Even though this will not be current by the time you look at it, we can get an idea of when it's going to rain. This computer model shows 28% chance of rain on a Wednesday and a 36% chance on Thursday. Maybe some heavy rain too, so we hope so. That would be good news. Now on this one, once we figure out what we're going to do based on those computer models, and that takes a little longer than what I just showed you, we can pick up here on this map, build our 7-day forecast. We can put in the numbers for the 7-day. Let's say I want to go 78 for a daytime high. Change in the numbers just by typing it in on the computer, 44 for the low. We have a bunch of things we can choose from. If we want the 7-day to show a mostly clear day, we can put mostly clear. If we think it's going to be lightning, we'll add a mostly clear day with some lightning late in the afternoon. If we have a slight chance of storms or drizzle, we can pick out, there's just tons. There's about 250 to 300 different selections we can use to build some of our maps that show up on the air. Now once we build all of them, that's just day 1, which would be today, day 2 would be the 2nd day, and so on and so forth, all the way down to day 7, we would save it right there. When I would go on the air, I come over here to this computer and I will load from Rundown my show. And what I'll do is I'll pull up Cary PM show. That's the one I use all the time for my on-air broadcasts. It takes it a couple of seconds to load, and once I've saved the 7-day forecast, I'll show you Tower Cam 2 here in a minute, I can actually put the 7-day forecast that I just built on the air. And there it is. And so when we're on television, that's what we'd use to actually go on the air. So all of our maps are pre-built, typically, and some of our satellite and radar show up automatically. Now once we're on television, once we've done that particular portion of it, we have a little clicker right here. So if our show is entirely built, we have it showing up on some of our computer models here, and I'll be doing the weather over here at the green wall, which we'll show you in a second. But if I want to advance the maps, all I need to do is click it, click the green button, and I can show you the next map that I have loaded into my show. And it shows the tower cam on this particular day, shows how low and high the temperature was. We can get Lubbock County temperatures, and all I need to do is I can, while I'm doing the weather, say, hey, it's going to be partly cloudy. Check out your temperature, 72, 73 degrees in Lubbock, and click that green button, and it goes right to my next map. Now, when we're on our actual on-air broadcast, this is the green wall. As you can see, we do not have real maps that show up when we're on the air. We have a green wall, and off to the side we have TV monitors, which are shut off right now. But if we were on the air, I could see myself on TV in these two monitors. So we can switch back and forth, and I could see myself on the air. And also in the camera, I can look in there and see myself in it if we were on a normal newscast. Right now it's blank. They have our cameras turned off. But if I was on the air, I'd be able to see us in that particular portion of it. One more thing I'll show you. We'll show you Tower Cam. We use this when we have severe weather. We had some dust storms at the time we are shooting this one here, but you can see we can zoom right into certain areas. If we want to zoom into the interstate and I-27, we can get very close and show the traffic, even though that would be almost about a mile away. And then we pull back out, we can see for a long distance across West Texas, and when we have thunderstorms, we can actually use this as a tool for us on the air. Our instant data shows current temperatures all the time and the rainfall we've had during the day, so those are other tools that we use here. Now we're going to roll over here, got a little bit of a jog, and we're going to show you our master control room. And Sammy's our photographer today. You're doing a great job, Sammy. He's the man. We're going to head on in here, and I'm going to show you where everything happens for our newscast. This is our actual master control room. Master control room would actually be in here. This is where we actually produce and put together a newscast. On a normal day, someone's going to be sitting here running our audio, which gets our voices on the air. All of these computers are called prompters. And when you have a prompter, when someone's on television reading scripts, this is what they would use to actually see it on the camera. And then our directors would be sitting here too, getting our newscast on the air. And this is a complicated job, takes a lot of training, but it's all in HD now, and so that is a little bit of what we would do behind the scenes on a normal day. We would have people in here hard at work. That is our tour for today. Thank you for joining us. Have a great afternoon.